Risa enters the room and watches Moon sleeping for a while. She brings out a bowl of water and pours it on her. Moon wakes with a start. She sees Risa about to pour a second helping of the water. Stop it! What do you think you are doing? How long do you plan to sleep? There are chores lined up. Simply waking me would have sufficed. I am going to warn you for the last time. If you talk back at me like that next time, you will get the back of my hands. Moon leaves the room. You haven't seen anything yet. I promise you. You will run out of here screaming for your dear life. Moon is crossing the living room. Uzo is hurrying to work. Good morning. Good morning. Moon Mom was walking past him. Are you okay? She stares at him. You didn't eat at the table last night and I didn't know I would be missed. After all, I am not important. She walks away. Risa watches from the stairs. Okay opens the door and finds IJ there. This is getting tedious. Seriously, are you stalking me now? IJ smiles. I came to bring you this. She gives him a piece of paper. What is this? Open it. She watches expectantly. What do I need this for? But the last time we saw, I told you then of my disinterest. Stop meddling in my affairs, you and Meg. I was only trying to help. Right now, you need more help than I do. Okay closes the door. IJ stands watching with awe and irritation. Moon is washing up plates. Risa enters and watches her. You have so little respect for your cousin. Moon turns to look at her and then turns back to the plates. Am I not talking to you? I have nothing to say. You are very disrespectful. And for that reason, here's a list of your punishments. Did he complain to you? I have known him longer than you have. If he felt in any way insulted, I assure you, he won't need you to fight his battle. Risa slaps her. Moon gasps and holds her cheek. I warned you about what would happen if you insult me again. Moon stares at her with silent anger. Here is a list of your punishments. First of all, no food. I saw you didn't eat your food last night. You must be very hungry. And that is the way you would remain till I am good and ready. Moon turns back to washing the plates. Ija and Meg are working together. So he didn't accept it. He didn't give it back to me either. But I guess that was an oversight. Why do you think so? After what he said and the manner he said it, I believe he won't look for her. But he didn't throw it back at you. That should count for something. Maybe he forgot he had it in his anger. I choose to remain positive. I believe when he has calmed down enough, he will take another look at it and go after her. I choose to be realistic, Meg. I was there and you weren't. The guy I saw this morning wouldn't do it. I believe he hates us, and the more we try, the deeper the hatred runs. Meg stares at her with unbelief. Moon is mopping the living room. She stops and wipes sweat from her forehead. Moon is cleaning the whole kitchen, the cabinets and floor. Moon is spreading clothes. About 2 lines are already filled with washed clothes, and she still has 2 more basins filled with clothes. Risa is sitting with June. You suspect she's not his cousin? I don't know what I suspect. All I know is I don't want her here. What does Uzo think? He's tolerant of her. She asked him this morning and he didn't do anything. Well, I don't see her as a threat. If she sasses her cousin, I guess it's okay as long as he doesn't feel offended. I don't care. I want her out of my house. I know deep inside me that she's Dora's game plan, and I don't know what that game is. I understand. Make her leave then. I know you are capable of it. Oh, I'm trying. I am going to make her sorry. By the time I am through with her, no one who knew her would recognize her. Moon is done with the cloth spreading. She's sitting at a corner eating biscuits with a boss of juice. A tear slips from her eyes and she wipes it, but it keeps coming down. The door opens and Risa comes out, followed closely by June. One hastily cleans her tears and looks away. What do you think you are doing? I am done with your list of punishments. June looks at her with pity. Where did you get what you are eating? I bought it. Who gave you money? I have money. Who said you could eat? I told you no food till I'm good and ready. It is my money, and you can't tell me when or what to spend it on. Risa slaps the biscuits away. Moon goes to pick them. Risa matches them with her feet. June gasps. I work extremely hard for my money. This is the first and the last time you will waste it that way. Also help me. You will get a feel of what it feels like to be you. She walks out. Risa chases after her. June stops her. Did you hear her insults? Did you see? Come on. She's just a kid, and a hungry one for that matter. June continues to hold her. Okay is pacing the house. He had just finished packing. The living room is empty. He holds up the piece of paper, studies it for a while. He shreds it and throws them away. Moon is my past. The city is the beginning of a new and happy life, with no heartbreak. He walks out of the living room. Moon is peeling yam. Risa is watching her with so much hatred. You are just a fool. My friend saved you this afternoon. I would have skinned you alive. Moon is silent. Who knows how you got the money for the biscuits? Did you sleep with the gate man or the seller for it? Moon looks up sharply at her. I know your type. Rotten village girls. I am sure you have been sleeping with all the elders, and I am not the one living with a man who is not my husband. I beg your pardon? Risa advances towards her. You heard me? Risa slaps her. Moon pushes her. She falls. Uzo comes in. Risa looks up and sees Uzo standing at the door. She begins to cry, holding her stomach. Moon looks shocked. What's going on here? Your cousin. She. Risa cries harder. Uzo turns to Moon. What did you do to her? We were. She slapped. Help me up. Uzo, please help me up. Uzo helps her up. Where do you feel pain? All over my body. She kicked my stomach and... Uzo leads her away. He turns to Moon. I'll be right back. You had better have a good explanation for this. He leads her out. Moon watches them go. What have I done? She wipes tears from her eyes and then leaves the kitchen. Uzo helps Risa sit down. What happened? I told you your mother sent that girl to kill me or to get rid of me somehow. Clarissa, focus. What led to this? We were in the kitchen. I was preparing your meal. I asked her to help me peel the yam. Is that bad? She lives here and eats here. If I asked her to help, is that too bad? No, but go on. She refused and said she was tired. She said I have no right to tell her what to do, that she has more rights than I do in this house. After all, I'm not your wife yet, but a mere bedmate to you. She looks up at Uzo's face and wipes tears from her eyes. I approached her to warn her. The next thing I knew, I was being slapped and kicked. Uzo stares at her, and then he balls his fingers into a fist and leaves. Risa smiles. Moon is busy packing her clothes and crying. She stops for a while and shakes her head in self-pity, dashes her tears away and keeps packing. June and Oge are sitting together. Oge sighs and shakes her head in pity. What is it? I was just thinking about Uzo's poor cousin. Risa is wicked. I never knew how much till then. She starved the poor girl and made her clean the whole house on empty stomach. And yet, she was asking me what more she could do to her. I was thinking maybe we should tell Uzo. Risa will deny it and turn the whole story around. And honestly, I don't want to be in her bad books. Not really report Risa, but tell him to take his cousin back to the village before Risa kills her. He would want an explanation, but I was glad about one thing. The girl looks and acts like a fighter, and I got the feeling she's not going down easily, not without a fight. Moon finishes packing and stood looking at the bus. In her mind, Dora's words came back to her. Please, don't let my son marry a wicked woman. Moon dashes tears from her eyes and sits down on the bed. I am sorry, Dora, but I can't do this anymore. Uzo enters the room looking very angry. Moon gets to her feet nervously. He closes the door. Why? Moon looks at him deviantly. Risa is on the phone smiling. June, you won't believe how happy I am. With the murderous look in his eyes when he left to find her, I am sure he will throw her out. Thanks, dear. I am happy for me too. See you soon. She calls the phone. Yes, Dora, I beat you at your own game. June comes into the living room. She finally got her wish. Who? Risa, the cousin is gone? She said Uzo is about throwing her out of the house. This night? An 18-year-old girl? By this time? According to Risa, they left their bedroom to do just that. I thought Uzo is smarter than that. On the contrary, the way Risa has been playing him says otherwise. Moon is looking at Uzo. I can see that whatever I say would not make a difference. It doesn't matter how long you've known me. I asked you a question. My bags are already packed. I will leave as soon as it is done. Moon, your pathetic heart is not having the desired effect. What I want is an explanation, not self-pity. All my life, I have been verbally, physically, and emotionally abused. I knew starvation before I could walk. I was being overworked before I could understand. I have shed so much tears that she dashes tears from her eyes. I don't care. Why did you beat up Risa? I won't take it anymore. I won't take another human being abusing me, starving me, or overworking me again. Not in this lifetime. He stares at her. Ever since your fiancé arrived, I have been reliving a nightmare I thought I left behind. I thought my stepmother is wicked. I thought wrong. Are you saying Risa is starving, abusing, and overworking you? I am not a liar, and deep inside you, you know me enough to know it is true. I didn't beat her up. I have not eaten since last night, and I have been working non-stop. Why haven't you eaten? Last night, I had no appetite for the water soup she gave me. This morning, she woke me up by pouring water on me and gave me a list of chores as punishment afterwards. She hands over the list to him. Uzo stares at her shocked. She has slapped me before, and when she did it again, I retaliated by pushing her. I wasn't thinking. My excuse is, I was bitter, hungry, and out of my mind with anger. She sat down crying. Uzo watches with confusion for a while. Then he goes to sit beside her, holds her, consoling her. Risa is already on the bed. Uzo comes in. You are my hero. I was so scared when she started acting like a crazy girl. But you came and saved me. Risa, you are bigger than Moon in all ramifications. How could she have beaten you up? Risa sits up. She's lying. I knew it. I knew she would fill you up with her lies. Moon is not your house help. I didn't bring her here to be maltreated by you. If you can't treat her like a big sister, leave her alone. How could you take her words over mine? I have known her for long. I know when she's lying. He grabs a pillow from the bed. Where are you going? I am very disgusted, Risa. I am sleeping in the living room. He leaves. She walks to the window, fuming with anger. It is not over yet.